Andrew Holness will go down in history as Jamaica's biggest chopper. Somebody say when Andrew Holness tell enough to vote for prosperity, him never specific who for prosperity him talk about. His or yours? At this point, the answer is pretty obvious. When me hear 28 accounts, me want shut up.
My God!
When me say Andrew file nil tax returns despite making millions, me say wickedness can't done. A nil tax return is when a company brings in income so low it cannot be taxed. But his companies were making millions. When Andrew Holness claimed that the financial institution incorrectly reported the JMD in his account were US, as some look on him. Because how the a bank mistakenly changed the currency of the funds that's in your account? He also said that a company that he is affiliated with mistakenly deposited money into one of those accounts. Andrew Holness, how you want so lucky? So now, the opposition tell Andrew for step down. The JLP party member them say, step down in your mama. Andrew Holness here step down and say, you know what? Defamation lawsuit, I go sue no. Listen, I'm not affiliated with any party, JLP or PNP. So I'm reporting on whatever I see or read in the news. So members of JLP and PNP, how do you feel about all of this? Let me know in the comments.
So people, honestly when me telling you say, the Jamaican Labour Party are on a mission to tear down the People's National Party so they will have no opposition because that is the plan of the Prime Minister. Now people, if you not like and share this video yet people, may I ask you for a favor. Please to like and share this video because we're tired of the injustice in the country. Now, this candidate, Dr. Dixon, that ran for a Clarendon division, he ran against Nesta Morgan. Remember Nesta Morgan carry bad man allegedly go pull gun upon this man and his police security guard them have to defend him. Him lost him seat. Him never win. But people, ever since the election, the government of this man under attack. Them suspend him because he's a doctor. He work at the Maypen Hospital. How much years now? This man I work at the Maypen Hospital. But because him ran against the Jamaican Labour Party, you know what them do to this man? Them suspend him. Suspend him from him job. You understand me I say? Now, Andrew Holness have 28 bank account under investigation for illicit enrichment, money laundering, tax fraud, and all kind of corruption. And me no see nobody. I tell Andrew Holness say if he step aside. Juliet Holness under investigation and one whole heap of others over the Jamaican Labour Party under investigation same way. And me no hear nobody tell him if he step aside. But this honest young man that have a trade, this young man is a certified doctor. And Andrew Holness and him criminal organization, him criminal party, suspend this man from his job. Suspend this man, Dr. Dixon, from his job because he go up against the Jamaican Labour Party. Now, Mr. Cruel Reed rob taxpayers' money, rob the little picnic them money, and when them suspend him, because them not fire him, then suspend him go back at Jamaican College, I believe, for him job, and them say them not take him back. And you know what him do? He sue the school for much money, and I don't hear the big nose Prime Minister say nothing at all about it. But him have all kind of strength for the honest people them in a Jamaica, where I work very hard, where have them skill, them have them trade, and I work hard to feed themselves and their family. And these things are injustice, and we're tired of the injustice in other country. We're tired of Andrew Holness A sabotage us in another country. This is unfair. This is totally unfair. People, me not like this. Andrew Holness, you and your organization need to do better than what I do. You don't need to do better. Dr. Dixon is an honest man, not a criminal. Him no under investigation for no criminal charge. And you and your wife and your criminal organization under investigation for that. And this is unacceptable. Blessed day to my viewers and my subscribers them. Me hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful day. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so you definitely don't want to miss none. So remember, watch the video until the end, and remember, like up the video, share up the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. People, Andrew Holness and him criminal organization need to step aside, because what them are planning to do, it definitely not going to work out. But we the people have to stand up on our foot. You understand? We too silent. We sit back and lay back too much. We need to stand up. We can't afford for Andrew Holness to attack innocent, hard-working people in other country, and him have so much criminal around him, plus him are one of them. Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now people, remember to like and share this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. So now, my viewers, my subscribers, the People's National Party are calling on Andrew Holness and his criminal organization to free up Dr. Dixon, because what them I do, it is unconstitutional. On can't want, because people are PNP and them not say Labourite, on want sabotage them in other country. Can you imagine? Them a try to make people not say nothing else more than Labourite, you know. Them a try to show you say them run things in other country and I know nobody else. So if you are PNP, that means you're not no space in other country. These people are very evil. But people, check out what the People's National Party have to say, people.
People's National Party strongly condemns the unfair interdiction of Dr. O.J. Dixon, who has been suspended from duties because he chose to participate as a candidate in the recent general elections. This action undermines civic participation and it threatens the very freedoms our democracy is meant to protect. Whether for an overly zealous application of policy or a misinterpretation of staff orders, the effect is the same. It silences those who seek to exercise their constitutional rights. We call on the Southern Regional Health Authority to immediately rescind this interdiction and reinstate Dr. Dixon to his substantive post in the interest of justice. The People's National Party also notes that courts in other Caribbean jurisdictions, including Barbados, have struck down similar staff orders as unconstitutional and unjustifiable in a free and democratic society. We therefore urge the government to move with urgency to review and reform these outdated staff orders so that no public servant in Jamaica is ever again subjected to this kind of injustice. The People's National Party stands firmly with Dr. Dixon and reaffirms our commitment to defending justice, equality, and the democratic rights of all Jamaicans.
So while them attack the honest, hard-working people of this country, I want to show you something, people. I want to show you how corrupted this government really are. Every single day, somebody from this administration, led by the Holness government, have to go prison for criminal activities, for some money laundering or some fraud or something, people. Now, remember we play one video yesterday where a bag of people get sentenced for money laundering, people. Check this, people.
Andrew Wright, the former financial controller at InSports, is among 3 men convicted in the $222 million fraud case at the government-run sports agency. However, as Garfield Jones reports, Wright and at least one of the other convicted men will appeal the ruling.
On Tuesday, Wright was found guilty on 13 counts, while his former colleagues O'Neill Hope and Rudolph Barnes were convicted on 8 and 11 counts respectively in the high-profile case which has been before the courts for just over a year. However, Hope was acquitted on 4 charges. The investigations into the multi-million-dollar fraud allegations date back to 2017. Attorney for Wright, Alessandra Labiche, stated what the next course of action would be for her client.
And the only thing I would say at this time is that we are taking the necessary instructions to see what will be done in the future. Appeal, naturally. We've already identified several grounds and we're eager to have this portion of it completed so that we can get the matter before the Court of Appeal.
Meanwhile, attorney for Hope, Seymour Stewart, was adamant that his client was not guilty.
No, we do not agree with the verdicts. Everything that my client, Mr. Hope, did was duly and properly authorized from on high. We don't believe that he should have even been charged. And we have already started the process to file our appeal.
The men were remanded in custody until November 21, when they will return to court for sentencing. Justice Anne-Marie Lawrence Granger ordered 6 weeks for the preparation for social inquiry and antecedent reports before the final penalties are handed down. Wright and the 2 others were accused of being part of a network of former InSports employees who allegedly wrote, signed, and cashed fraudulent checks for individuals who were neither employed by nor contracted to the agency. The convictions bring to a close another chapter in the long-running case, which uncovered a scheme that siphoned off millions of dollars.
Now, honestly, what I'm telling about people, plus Andrew Holness and Currell Reed and a bag of them are there, awaiting their court date. Andrew Holness court date at the 13th of this month, the 13th of this month, Andrew Holness court date. And for Currell Reed, court date are before Andrew Holness. Currell Reed I go a trial for thief taxpayers money over $50 million in Jamaica. Him and his family, people. So I just try to show you, say, the Jamaican Labour Party government, them not like honest people. Them love thief because the whole of them are thief. Now, me go show you something, people. The government of Jamaica, continue to fail to execute their capital budget. This government, the Jamaican Labour Party, Andrew Holness-led government, continue to fail to execute their capital budget. So when you hear Andrew Holness say, this budget is $40 billion, when you hear them say, them are going to spend $40 billion this budget, them now spend more than 20 people. And then the rest of money, what them do with it? Where them take the rest of money and put it in a them pocket, in a them bank account, take it buy a vehicle, or take it give woman. What them do with it? Why them always come up short? And this is one of the main reasons why the economy can't grow. Or the economy are going to grow when them pick out everything out of it. Now, people, I want to check out this audio, people. I want to check out this audio. Listen up.
Based on a release from the Independent Fiscal Commission, the government has only spent 20 of the $40 billion that was projected for the capital budget for the first quarter of this fiscal year. This represents a worrying trend where there is chronic underinvestment of our capital budget. For the last fiscal year, for 24-25, the government underspent the capital budget by 19 billion. For the previous fiscal year, for 23-24, it underspent the capital budget by 9 billion. Jamaica projects to have only 1% growth each year for the next 4 fiscal years. And the major reason, a big part of the reason for this, is that we cannot spend the capital budget which has been allocated in each budget cycle. The government needs to move with alacrity to address the bottlenecks and the problems that are preventing it from spending the capital budget. Whether these be procurement issues or public management investment issues, whatever they are, they must be addressed, or else we will not be able to move to 3, 4, 5% growth, which is necessary to lift the living standards of the Jamaican people and to generate the tax revenues to provide the social services that are necessary.
Now, people, before we go any further, I want to show you something. I want to show you say, I not just Barbados alone in the Caribbean stand up against the evilness where the Israeli and them are going with. The wickedness where them are do to the women and children over there in Gaza. I want to show you say, a Jamaica alone in the Caribbean no vote against the wickedness we are going, because down to St. Vincent stand against it. But as me telling you before, Holness I go push Jamaica in a one hole where Jamaica can't come out of. Because you see the evilness where in the man the heart, it a go affect this country. You see the cruelty where that man having a heart, people, the wickedness, the evilness where this man having a heart. A God alone can save us. Or listen to the St. Vincent Prime Minister, people.
Your Excellencies, the raging genocide and neocolonial oppression being committed against the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank before our very eyes on global television and are continuing affronts to the elemental rights of the Palestinians, to civilized conduct, and to international law. How can one state, a member of this august body, act with such impunity against defenseless men, women, and children? Surely, the hottest part of hell is reserved for those perpetrators of genocide and those who are complicit in it. Over 200 years ago, the British committed large-scale genocide against the indigenous people of my country. And we are still suffering, enduring the historical legacies of underdevelopment therefrom. Similarly, the genocidal enslavement of African bodies in our Caribbean, in our hemisphere. It will take centuries for the pain, suffering, and legacies of the current genocide of the Palestinians to be repaired. We in the Caribbean are today demanding justly reparations for native genocide and the enslavement of African bodies, which occurred centuries ago. This tragedy, this madness that has been unfolding unabated in Palestine must stop.
Now, my viewers and my subscribers, I want to explain something to you all. And I want you to listen, because I'm not going to just talk it out plain and straight. So more you listen and learn from what I say. When they come with the digital ID system, the cashless system, remember, everything will connect to one. You go have a digital ID, right? Everything will connect to your digital ID, your bank account, every single thing about you, even your health. That simple means, if you even come out to your house and go out a door, them know. Them can notify you, tell us if you go back in your house, go up on your bed, go and go lie down, and you have to do it. You cannot disobey their system, or else you will be punished. Now, say you love chicken, and you want to buy 30 pounds of chicken. They will limit the amount of chicken you can buy. Limit the amount of rice where you can buy. Limit the amount of food where you're going in your household. That is what they're going to do. So they might control you. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to drive you one step closer to the beast. So when them come now and them say, okay, we are upgrade the system, you will know after take the chip. You will know after take the chip. Because the phone now work out. Or whatsoever them give you, it now work out. So you they go have to take a chip now. You cannot refuse the chip because everything you are going to lose it. So you have to continue with your system. And here is where you get the beast. So a lot of people feel like I say, and milk and honey them and go drink. Let me tell you something, man. A chap on a walking. A chap on a walking. The digital ID and the digital currency, the digital system is just the start of everything towards the beast. Because very soon, when them realize all of you participate, only get caught up in the system, then them say, all right, they might upgrade the system. They will now transfer everything from the phone to the chip that they will place inside of you. And there is where you get the beast. But you have to do it. You have to do it because remember, on that chip is where everything stored. So you have to work with the system. You understand me, I say, people? So a lot of people are saying, you chat too much. I just a little simple digital ID. I just a simple money digital currency. You chat too much. This, that. They not go plant nothing in you. They're not gonna just jump until they say yes. And that them are gonna do. They're doing it step by step. Step by step. So they are gonna put every single thing on your phone first. And then you're not going to need it on your phone anymore. Because why? When you're not in internet, it not work. So they're going to place everything inside of you. There is where you pick up the beast. But a lot of people don't even understand what's really going on. It is going to start from your phone. It is going to start from your digital ID. Go straight down to the beast, my friend. Wanna realize and wake up. It is a step-by-step system. They might test you to see what will you do. So the next phase, after the digital ID what they might come with now, after them get to change out every single thing, the next phase will be the beast. And you cannot refuse the beast once you take the first phase. You cannot refuse it because by then, them already control every single thing for you. Them control every asset where you have. Plus, you cannot move around freely. Them know every single move where you make. Them know everything where you say. Plus, them are going to have people a spy upon you as well. So if you misbehave, people video you, send it to them and get credit score. Because you won't spend money anymore. You will be spending credit. All right? So I hope say you learn something from what I just say. All right? Big up on yourself. Enough love, enough respect. I go play that video on phone right now so you can watch it. All me I say, just I try to educate the people them. So them not get misled by some of them people. You understand what I say? Because some of them people are the devil and I'm try to drive you towards the devil with them. But listen, you rather you die with a soul righteous than die for the devil. You understand? Dirty soul can't go heaven. God are going to reject you. Remember what the Bible tells us. All right, blessings.
This is my last video on this topic, so listen, share it, and make sure so the rest of fool friend them hear it. Now, for those who are still in doubt and believe that this ID system is going to be a good thing and good can come out of it, let me just break down some things to you, because I know some when I can't see past on the nose bridge. Now, the first thing you have to understand is the word control. Secondly, let me tell you how the control will come in place, because this is the part that you guys miss. Now, this ID is what is supposed to bring everything together. And what I mean by everything together, hear me I say. I did a video the other day talking about the new squad in the JCF that was built for making sure that you have all your tags and so forth for your animal. That's a very good thing. But did you know that you will have to have permission to raise more than 2 fowl, more than 1 goat, right? You probably won't be able to raise it at all. In Montego Bay, Jamaica, as of right now, the municipal system is now telling people in St. James that you cannot, under no circumstances, unless given a permit. Now let me tell you how that going to work out. Remember what we do with weed? Oh, we're going to legalize weed. Oh, we're going to give people license fee. Permission. Enough people are going to see this and say, oh, you can't use that. It's the same thing. Control. Who them are going to decide to do that? Is that the control? No. No small farmer Westmoreland can go weed. Legally. They will not be given. You can try. You can put in your permit request. But remember, if you're black, you have to turn her back. And if you're brown, you're all right. I saw you go. Something like that. You stick around. If you're brown, you stick around. Remember, it's all about control. Now, the same thing's going to happen now with the permission. Now, you see, if you do not have your NIDS card, you will not be able to raise, you will not get no permission to raise even your own animal. So you see, even the same people now where I say, oh, it's time to go off the grid and grow your own food. You will not be able to grow your own food. Eventually, you will not be given the permission to raise your own food. You cannot go to the supermarket either. It's going to be a crime for you to use your card to help somebody else. It will be a crime to use your card to open the door to the supermarket and let somebody in. Or to swipe your card for them to get groceries. It will be a crime. So you will not be able to buy food. Now, one of the main reasons why they're making sure that Jamaica has a bus system, right? You see the yellow bus them want to see her come? What do you think the reason for that? You think that because them want to improve transportation? No. They're putting in the groundwork. For you, if you take one bus from Montego Bay to go town, you have to swipe your card at the entrance at the door. You will not be allowed in the bus. The little man at some point will not be able to run like a chichi bus. Them are going to phase them out. It's not going to be now, but I'm going to phase them out. 2030, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. The other part is that it's going to be a credit system. Now, the credit system is where more like a misdemeanor. So, you see like me over here, so I talk about the system, and me I burn them out, I'm going to lose points. You have to have a certain points to function in society. Like, for example, the more points I lose, I will not be able to log into my TikTok account. I will not be able to log in online at all. This is already happening in China for the last 5 years. And Japan, for you to use the internet, you must facially scan to make sure that you are allowed. That is all connected to the same digital ID system. So, the limitation is that you're going to be cut out of society. Them are going to say them not going to force you, you know, but you will not be able to live freely. You will not be able to live like a human. So they're going to force you into it. Remember when NIDS came in, they've already had an agreement with corporate Jamaica where they're going to incorporate it into the registration and the updated system, where if you're going to go to the bank, you have to update your account with a needs card. If you don't update it, you will not have access to your money. So it's not about locking down the account, it's the access that you will not be given in their society. I hear people compare your cell phone when you go to the embassy. It's not about the biometric scan. It's not about the scan. It's not about the scan. The scan is the minimal part of it. It's what they're going to do with the scan. It's how that card is going to allow you to travel. You will not be able to travel at some point. You will not be able to go on a plane at some point without the card. There's going to be 15-minute cities. It's already happening now in England. Like, because the people have started liquor out panic, them have put barricade in each city, so you'll not be able to leave your community unless you swipe your card. Hey, will you listen to me, no man? Me say you will not be able to leave your community unless you swipe your card. You have to be a good citizen to be allowed outside. So you're going to lock up in your little community and dead for hungry. You can't go link up with the other rebel them and decide to come. No, I will not be able to pay my phone bill. So I won't have any internet and I won't be able to make a phone call. Because I'm going to need my needs card. The card is going to be called different in other countries, but it's all digital ID. It's not about the biometric scan. It's not about the fingerprint. It's about the card that holds it together. There's going to be a command center. Hey, lock down Dan, because Dan over here chat foolishness. Don't allow him to leave in city. Me can't leave in city. Police are coming for me in 2 minutes. I will not be able to buy food and you can't buy for me either. That's the level of control that you're going to be giving up. So when we hear some people with them ignorant, shitty mouth, I talk about, oh, it's just an I want to go read something. No, if I want to sit down on the internet, we don't have nothing to do. We don't only come here and type and irritate other people who want better for them family and better for them kids. When you use up as a partner, use up as a part. It's not about the scan, it's about the control. And that's the level of control you're going to be giving them access to. They're going to be putting these cards in for whatever simple reason. And that's all. Remember, you won't need a bank, you will not need a ATM card anymore. Because your account will be linked on the card. Your multiple accounts will be linked on the card. So when you go to the ATM, it's that card you have to use. You cannot go to the corner shop. The corner shop is going to get locked down because the corner shop owners don't have a needs card and they don't have the swipe system to allow for needs. So the government will send the JCF to mash it down and lock it down. And even though everything that I just said, I hold the right to freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and I am only exercising that right. Everything that I say here is nothing except for fictional, except for entertainment only, except for what if, except for just in case. You believe that this is just an identification, go and read a book. You must read. I know enough how they can't think for themselves. That's why half of them vaxxed. And then enough how they get vaxxed. You know? But I had to travel. Enough how they never had to travel. Enough how they just want to get people here so I got fine. They never had to travel. It's going to be the same thing with the card. Oh, I have to go to work. Oh, I have to. And then here's the thing. You see the people who don't get it, they're going to be chastised. When the wicked and worthless, when not sense. But one little card I got do no same thing when they do with the vax. But remember when the whole out in cock up in a stadium and watch football match and I laugh at 5 people with the vax? Eh? Remember when you don't blame me 2 people with the vax and say, I want to make your country now open back? I have a name right now, you know. Especially people in the circle. I have a name right now. Remember, you know, I don't forget. And I 8 year memory I have. I remember. I remember that's how far the card is going to go. The other part I want to address is some people talk about, oh, it's the Bible and the Bible never talk about it in this way. Let me tell you what they're doing. They are playing out the Bible on purpose ahead of time. They are playing it out on purpose ahead of time. Let me ask you the next question. We soon can't express yourself on TikTok anymore. You know who now owns TikTok? Israel. Israel now owns TikTok. The Oracle company that bought it out, the CEO is from Israel. The first thing Israel will do is to control narratives and wipe comments and block some people. You see, if you did have some video where you burn out Israel and you burn out the other people with them a bomb up, you're going to be blocked. You're going to be deleted. God save us all. And all me can tell you, no? All me personally can tell you, no? I'd rather die as a free man than live as a slave.